The Boston Celtics have finally found their spark plug for off the bench, and it is the no one else than Sam Hauser. He is that guy playing great for the Boston Celtics the past couple games, and I'm going to break down why I think that he is the spark plug for this Celtics team off the bench. We'll also be looking at a little bit of a Neemias Queta update on the injury report, and we'll also be looking at how Kristaps Porzingis has becoming a great teammate and building chemistry with this Boston Celtics team. I'm Bruce Veliz, but before we get into any Boston Celtics news, I would like to let you guys know that we are so thankful for everyone that has hit the subscribe button to join Celtics Digest. But if this is the first time that you guys have seen us and you guys want to make sure you stay caught up on everything Boston Celtics related, talking about live streams, talking about updates on rumors, trades, stats, everything Boston Celtics, make sure to hit that subscribe button as we provide that Celtics content almost daily for you guys. We just hit 2,000 subscribers, so if you guys want to make sure you guys stay tuned, hit that subscribe button and join the family. But let's get into the news at hand today, talking about how Neemias Queta could be back soon for the Boston Celtics. And we have a little bit of a tweet from Bobby Manning here saying a good sign that Neemias Queta foot out for the 10th straight game, got in some light shooting and ran through some defensive drills this morning. He had a little clip of it on his Twitter page, but Neemias Queta is back and going to be playing soon, hopefully for the Boston Celtics. He has been out the whole regular season resting his right foot, but he looked great in the preseason for this Celtics team, looking like he could have been the backup center behind Kristaps Porzingis, and we haven't been able to see that great performance come out of Neemias Queta yet since he's been maintaining this right foot. Hopefully he can get back to the Celtics soon. Unfortunately, he will not be playing in tonight's game versus the New York Knicks, but hopefully by Wednesday's game or even Friday's game versus the Toronto Raptors, he will be back and ready to go and provide some great depth for this Celtics front court. As we've seen Kornet come out and have some solid minutes. We've also seen Oshae, Brissett, and Lamar Stevens do some things at the backup center, Al Horford as well. We definitely want to see what Neemias Queta can bring to bring some diversity to this team and to find out who the true backup center is once we get to the playoffs. But let's dive into the next topic at hand, which talks about Kristaps Porzingis building chemistry with his teammates and kind of some funny moments relating to Kristaps Porzingis, as we have a tweet from Jay King. Jay King mentions that Jaylen Brown said that Kristaps Porzingis lives in his building and he's enjoyed getting to know the big man. He called Kristaps hilarious, pointing out that Porzingis is always winking at people. And in a clip today, also Jaylen Brown was talking about it. He was saying that he kept winking at him and he was like, "Why are you winking at me?" And that was kind of funny as well. Just some teammate bonding between the two stars, and this is something that you want to see, as Kristaps Porzingis, coming into the Boston Celtics, was wanting to be this third star for this Celtics team, and it's great to see that he's already built chemistry with the Jays and Jaylen Brown. He's obviously had some chemistry with Jayson Tatum as well, and I've even seen on the court him building some chemistry with Jrue Holiday. The last game versus the Brooklyn Nets and the game before that when they played the Philadelphia 76ers, they were running a lot of pick and rolls between Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis, and Jrue Holiday and Kristaps Porzingis, after the fouls, were talking about where they would want the pick and how they would want each other to run down to the post on the said pick and roll to make it more fluid and actually work better as a team. And that is something that is great to see. Teammates trying to build chemistry on the court, teammates trying to build chemistry off the court, and that is something that we need for this team to win a championship. Obviously, we mentioned plenty of times in the past that all these players need to buy into their roles and kind of get into the necessary point of where they're all going to be locked in and ready to go. And it all starts with being great teammates and learning how to play off of each other first. Luckily, the Celtics in their first 10 games have started off pretty solid and haven't had that much shakiness, as they have started off 7-2. But there are going to be some periods where we have seen where they definitely have to get worked on gelling with each other and learning how to fit into the offense. And we have already seen some of those problems come in the first 10 games. But hopefully we won't see any more issues as the Celtics work to build on that chemistry and will hopefully try to be a powerhouse and a dominant team by the middle of the season, as they already started off to a great start in the Eastern Conference so far. But let's get into the main news at hand, talking about how Sam Hauser is the spark plug for this Boston Celtics bench. And I personally am going to eat my own words, because at the beginning of the preseason, if you've been following Celtics Digest for a while, I have been saying that I'm not a big fan of Sam Hauser and that I've been thinking that we should be giving Svi Mykhailiuk a more of an opportunity. as I thought that they were very similar players. And even though Sam Hauser was a little bit bigger and had better defensive skills than Svi Mykhailiuk, I thought that Svi Mykhailiuk would have been able to be a little bit more of a juice on the shot percentage. Obviously, Sam Hauser had a slow start to the preseason, but so far in the last 6 games and in the month of November, he has been absolutely killing it for this Boston Celtics team and proving that he is going to be the spark plug off the bench. If we look at Sam Hauser's stats, he's averaging 9.3 points, 3.2 total rebounds, and 0.2 assists off of 48% shooting from the field. Not bad for a guy that has had some slow starts to the season. In the month of October, in the first 3 games, he did not do the greatest for the Boston Celtics. But in the month of November, which we'll be looking at right here, he has balled out for the Boston Celtics. Obviously, in the game versus Indiana, he shot 5 for 7 from the field, notching 17 points. But everyone on the Boston Celtics did great in that game, as the Celtics got to their second highest career points in franchise history, scoring 155. In the next game versus the Brooklyn Nets, he had a little bit of a slump, only shooting 5 points there. But versus Minnesota, shot 3 for 8, 37.5% from the field, 3 for 8 from three-pointers, hitting his threes and getting back into line. But this is where it starts with Philadelphia. Philadelphia, 13 points for the Boston Celtics, 3 for 6 from 3. He hit the most impactful threes for the Celtics in this game, hitting 2 impactful threes in the second quarter, as the Sixers and the Celtics were both 0 for 15 from 3 in the first quarter combined. Then when he goes to Brooklyn, he shoots 5 for 10 from the field, shooting 10 3-pointers, and making half of them, shooting 50% from 3, getting 15 points. And then versus Toronto, shooting 4 for 6 from 3 as well, scoring 12 points. Sam Hauser, being that effective 3-point shooter, is doing wonders for this Boston Celtics team. And it's necessary, as our bench has been very, very weak to the start of the season. Payton Pritchard has gotten his jump shot a little bit better and been hitting more shots and being more confident. But I'm seeing him be more effective as a playmaker for this Boston Celtics bench and more of an offensive rebounding playmaker, do-it-all type of guy. His shot just hasn't gotten to him yet. Sam Hauser also was shooting pretty poorly at the beginning of the season, but now is drilling his shots, performing great. Al Horford not being able to hit the best shots for the Boston Celtics so far this season as well. Just the whole bench as itself just hasn't been able to ultimately lock in together and find their shot, but Sam Hauser has been that guy to do it for so far for the Boston Celtics. Obviously, the Celtics have their starting 5 and their core 6 with Al Horford, but if Sam Hauser can emerge to be that 7th guy and then Payton Pritchard can be that 8th guy, I think that this Celtics team will be awesome on offense and be unstoppable. If Sam Hauser can put up 12 to 15 points on most of his nights off the bench, that is what the Celtics need for their spark plug, and he could be a true piece to this team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe in Sam Hauser, or do you guys think this is just some of his good shooting games and he's eventually going to go back into his slump? I realistically think that he is going to be the spark plug for this Celtics team off the bench, and I can't wait to see what he does for the rest of this season. Make sure you guys watch the game tonight versus the New York Knicks, as we will be having a great time doing that. The Celtics will be playing the New York Knicks tonight, and it should be impactful. Anyways, if you guys are not subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Celtics Digest family. If you guys are at this point in the video, we know that you guys enjoy it. I'm Bruce Veliz, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.